desolate plain, blanketed by stars, where cowboys and devils can chat. It's not often that a man gets to converse with a red-socked puppet with a northern twang.
It's not often that a sock devil gets to offer a deal to a long-dead cowboy.
The blind cowboy in the service of him.
It's a simple deal. You will be in my service. For which, in return, I'll supply you with the names of the things responsible for your beloved family's demise. Now, I know what you're thinking. Things? And yes, they are indeed things, not unlike robots. But hey, come on. I know it's grim up north, so being the sock that I am, I'll throw in some new teeth. I'm sure you could use some new chompers.
In your service, eh? What does that actually entail? If it includes me having my hand up inside your sock, well, I'll have to decline your kind offer, red sock.
The honor would be all yours, cowboy. But no, that isn't your path. Your path is knowing your family's killers is simple enough. I need your services in locating some naughty lads who owe me some payments. 13 lads, to be clear. These tricky boys have gone where, well, to be honest, I cannot go. So I need you to go there and bring them to me on Earth, New Manchester. Oh, I forgot to mention, as a deal sweetener, I'll bring back your dead Equine, but he will continue to decay. That's a devil thing. With one sock I give, the other I take away. You know that old Jim.
You little turd!
One last thing. While in my dark service, you will look it. Your color will return when you have completed your task.
Hello, my name is Fu Manchu! Hey, have you ever bought something and thought, well, I won't be reviewing that, because man, it's big. Yeah, it's one of those reviews. Because today's review will be on the following. Now, if you just look at the dimensions of this box alone, yeah, this is one big box. And this is for the 3A Dark Cowboy in service of him super set. So let's look inside this shipper box, shall we? So, with the shipper open and removing this top little piece of cardboard and looking underneath, we find, holy cow, that is amazing. An Ashley Wood piece of artwork of the Dark Cowboy looking so cool indeed. Yeah, I cannot believe that I was able to get this set. I've been wanting it since day one, and I never thought I'd be able to get the cowboy and his full horse. And then this one actually comes with an extra character too, which I really wanted, and this is the version that I wanted the most. So let's pull this box out and check it out. What do you say? So, with the shipper box removed, I have to say, I have opened a lot of awkward packages over the years. This one has to be the most awkward, because just sliding this box out of the shipper box, it was almost nigh impossible, because this thing is so heavy, and just trying to slide it out without damaging it and this and that, plus it's in the box so tight. Oh man, but you know what? It's worth it. This looks amazing, so I say we start the review right now. Today's review will be on the 3A Dark Cowboy in the service of him from the world of Popbot. And this is the Dead Equine superset. And the word superset really don't do this box justice. This is one super duper set. This is amazing. Now, as you can see on the front of the box, you have this really nice piece of Ashley Wood artwork, and it looks so cool indeed. And if you look carefully, way down here, you'll see the W for wood, and that is so cool indeed. Yeah, this right here, you could frame just the front of the box. Now, the box itself is from this side to this side, it is 23 inches. It's over 23 inches long, and then from top to bottom, I believe it's 16 inches, a little over 16 inches. So, yeah, this is one huge box. Now, the top of the box is kind of plain, but it does have this design here that's very reminiscent of CM Punk's trunks. The side of the box has the 3A logo, and up here above that, we have his guns crossed, and that looks amazing. The bottom of the box is all stuffed up looking, has the 3A logo and a little bit of warnings, and it also has this sticker that says, Bambalam exclusive, includes the devil. And this is the extra character that I wanted, the devil sock puppet, and he's so cute. Now, like I said, this circle is actually a sticker stuck on the box, and that is awesome. I love that character. Oh, and it is worth noting, too, that by his name there is a little blurb, but if you read that blurb, it's just what's in the little comic that was at the beginning of this video, and that is pretty awesome. But as cool as this box is, I say we waste no more time and look at the figure itself. What do you say? So, after removing the lid like a shoebox and looking underneath, what we find is the same picture, but on a poster. And if you look there, there's a couple of posters, and then the foam that's covering it up. So that is awesome. Like I said, this is one big figure, so it's really hard to show it all off. So let's pull these posters out and see what's underneath. Now, after pulling out the top poster, what you find underneath is the comic strip on a second poster, and that is so cool indeed, in the service of him. And man, oh man, that is so cool. You can see the little packing thing right there, the little foam that they have the figure inside, and that is so cool. So let's remove this poster as well. So, with both posters out of the way, you get the foam thing right here that's covering the figure, and if we look underneath, or if I can do this, let's see. Ooh, it's really thick foam. Pulling it out of the way, we find, holy cow, there's the cowboy himself. Now remember, this is a 12-inch figure, and look at how much space is around him. There's so much space here, it's so big. But you know what? This is awesome. Now, from what I hear, this is the exclusive version, so he actually comes with a rifle, and if you look carefully there, that little bit of red there, that's the little devil sock puppet, and that is so cool indeed. So let's remove this poncho thing right here and look underneath. And I'm sorry, it's not a poncho because he's wearing his poncho. That was actually the horse's mask, and that horse's mask is pretty cool. It's got little X's for eyes stitched into it, and that is so cool. Now, as you can see, there's the rifle there. That's an extra piece, and that is so awesome. Like, he needed another gun because he's got, like, tons of guns. You can see he's already wearing his cowboy hat, and he has his mask, the blindfold that's over his eyes. Man, this looks so cool. And I love that he's already wearing the poncho, so I don't have to put that on him. That's cool. And I love that devil sock puppet. So let's pull the figure out. What do you say? So, here's the dark, blind cowboy fresh out of the package, and man, does he look awesome. Now, I haven't adjusted his hat. His hat has like a wire inside of it, so you can actually make it look a little bit better. But man, this looks so cool. And then his poncho is just draped over him. I'm sure that could be adjusted a little bit better. It is obscuring most of the figure. And then down here, you can see he's got these really nice looking pants. That is so cool, like bell-bottom pants. He's got this gun around his calf there. That is so cool indeed. You can also see those little CM Punk stars or whatever all along his poncho, and that is cool. Now, those stars are actually inside the upper lid of the box, and when I went to move the upper lid of the box to get the box out of the way because it's so big, it is heavy. I don't know what they made that box out of, but man, the box itself is so heavy. Just the lid. You would think that, you know, just the lid alone would be kind of flimsy, but no. Man, it is super thick. It's thicker than most book covers, you know, and stuff. That is amazing. But yeah, you can see his gloves there and his dirty shirt, and that is very cool. So let's look underneath this poncho. What do you say? So, with the poncho pulled over, you can see some of his guns. Man, that is awesome. They are huge six-shooters, man. That is so cool. You can see some more there hiding up behind his side and stuff. That is amazing. That shirt is so dirty looking. You can see he's got a little like goatee or whatever. Man, that looks so good. Now, upon, you know, first impressions of pulling this figure out, he's very loose here at the waist. I don't know, he's kind of floppy. But you know what? I don't care, because he's got the horse to support him, or you can stand him up like this. Who cares? That is so cool, because like I said, this is an older figure, and I've been wanting one for some time, and I really thought I would just be able to get just him. Not this version. It was just going to be the blind cowboy, the normal version with all the color and stuff, because this one's like a black and white version of him. But yeah, I really thought I would just be able to get that, because I never had any idea that I would be able to get a set with the horse, because the horse is so big. Plus, you know, it's like, where do you put it? When I showed photos of it to my wife, she was like, that's the kind of thing you need on display in the middle of your living room. I mean, it is so amazing looking. Looking at him from behind here, you can see his poncho, and then the back of his legs. Now, moving the back of the poncho out of the way, you can see more guns and more pouches, and that is so amazing. So it looks like he has 2, 4, 6 guns, plus the other one here, 7, plus the rifle. That's the exclusive piece. That is amazing. And yeah, you wouldn't know all that was hiding underneath his poncho there, but that looks so cool. And that right there creates the problem, because he looks so good wearing the poncho. But then again, you want to see the guns, too. I guess you can have him holding a couple of them. That is so amazing. Plus, I absolutely love all the little battle damage and stuff on the poncho. It looks so good. Now, you're probably saying, hey, what did it come with besides 7 guns? Well, he came with this exclusive rifle here, which looks amazing, still in the bag. Came with the devil sock puppet and an extra hand. And then he also came with this right here, which is a mask for the horse. Now, kind of sucks, because the mask is really cool with those X's for eyes and stuff, but you do cover up a lot of the details of the horse, you know, especially his face and, you know, the back part where his hair would be and stuff. Man, I don't know how I'd want to display him, but man, it's going to be amazing. But before we talk about the horse, let's look at the Skull Cowboy up close. What do you say? And yes, I totally realized that I called him the Skull Cowboy. What can I say? I'm a Crow fan. But here we go with a super duper close-up look, and check it out. I just reviewed the Hot Toys Boba Fett, and apparently Boba Fett makes an appearance on his poncho, and that is very cool indeed. Now you can see right there the battle damage and the material that the poncho is made out of. Now, a lot of people had said this is like felt in reviews, and honestly, it feels like really thin, I don't know, like suede leather or something like that. Now, I know it's not that, but it sure does feel like it. But you can see, like, the damage and stuff. That is very cool. Yes, it's thin. Yes, you could probably tear it, but it's thick enough that it should be fine. And the way it's made, it looks like it drapes perfectly. You just got to adjust it. Now, working our way up here to his face, you can see his collar of his shirt poking out there, and check this out. He's got this little dark goatee there, or whatever. That is so awesome. Now, the original version, I don't think he had this facial hair. I think he had just normal, either a beard. I don't know. He might not have had facial hair at all. But, yeah, this is like the black and white version of that one. You can see his scar there underneath his blindfold. And I've seen photos of this figure with the blindfold removed, and it looks like his eyes are closed with scars cut all into him. Man, it looks so cool indeed. But I'm going to be leaving this blindfold on. Now, the mythology of the blindfold is that this was used to sop up the blood of JFK after he got shot. And that's pretty neat. So, yeah, he wears that. I guess it gives him, like, some sort of vision so he can actually see, and that's pretty cool. So he's kind of like Daredevil. And then you got his hat here. Now, like I said, there's like a wire inside of the brim of the hat. And this hat's a lot thicker than I thought it would be. A lot of people complained, said it was really thin and cheap feeling, but honestly, it's pretty thick, and I like it a lot. Now, turning the figure to the side and looking at his hat here, and like I said, it still needs to be adjusted, but it looks pretty cool to me. You got his blindfold there. There's his ear. That is so awesome indeed. I like that this is actually put on his face and not just sculpted, so that's really cool. Down here you got his poncho again, and that looks pretty awesome. Now the poncho obscures most of the figure, so until you get it out of the way you really can't see a whole lot. But here's his sleeve here, and you can see that it's got the little cuffs and stuff. You see he's got his skin showing there, and his gloves are folded down like a lot of Ashley Woods figures have. It's always folded down, and that's pretty awesome. Now, moving the poncho out of the way to look at his shirt, and man, this shirt is dirty. I love all this weathering. It is so cool. These figures feel almost powdery and stuff. Like I said, at 3A, I don't know what they do, but it sure does look like they make the figures, then they bury them for like a month, and then they pull them out to sell them to you. This is amazing. I mean, look at that belt buckle. It looks all rusted and stuff. That is so cool indeed. He's got a little leather belt there. There's his gun. Oh, man, that is so cool looking. Now, like I said, he's got, what, 7 of these guns? So, wow, that is so cool. And I love how weathered the holsters are. that is amazing. Now, as you can see, his shirt isn't tucked in. I don't know if it's supposed to be tucked in or not. A lot of the Ashley Wood figures always have their shirts untucked, so I guess you could tuck it in if you wanted to. But he looks good like this, too. And then down here, you've got his pants, which are just all weathered up and stuff. And you got his other gun right here sticking out of a little holster on his calf, and that is pretty cool. And like I said, man, just look at that. But I love these bell-bottom pants. They just look so cool. Or boot cut, whatever you want to call them. That is pretty cool indeed. And these boots look so dirty. I love it. Now, looking at the boots from the side, you can almost see the stitching there, keeping the sole on. That is so cool. And I love these pants. Look at that. That looks like a real pair of pants. And then right here, you've got his gun in the little holster thing there. And that looks so cool. All the little straps need to be adjusted. But like I said, this is just fresh out of the box, and I haven't messed with anything. Man, this is so cool indeed. Now, looking at the figure from behind and lifting up his poncho, you can see his shirt is just as dirty on the back as it is on the front. He's got some little pouches here on the center of his belt, and then on either side he's got more guns, and that is amazing. The sculpt on these guns is just so cool. His holsters are all dirty there too. You can see his shirt tails or whatever looking very cool. Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, seriously, I am a big fan of like cowboys and stuff like that, and you give me a cowboy figure any day with this much weathering on it and I'm happy, but especially if it looks like it's been designed by Ashley Wood, that just totally makes my day. And then you throw in a zombie horse and man, I am in heaven. This is awesome. Now, after removing his hat and looking at his hair, you can see right there, that is pretty awesome. It's got a little bit of a simple sculpt there. He's got the bandage right there across his eyes. His nose and mouth look amazing. I absolutely love this. You can see he's got some long sideburns there that would make Elvis proud. He's got the little strands of the bandage hanging down. That is so amazing. Yeah, I absolutely love this. Turning him around to get a better look at his face there. And like I said, I wish I could show you off his eyes. But yeah, they're closed. They're sculpted closed, and they've got scars all around them, kind of like the little scar there on his cheek, but he's got like multiple ones all around his eyeballs and stuff. That looks so cool. Not gory looking, it just looks artsy, and that is very neat indeed. But yeah, this is so amazing. Now, as for the exclusive rifle, this thing is awesome looking as well. As you can see, there's no trigger guard there. That is cool. And then right here, this chamber actually spins. Now, I don't know if the revolvers spin too, their chambers, because they're in the holsters very, very tightly, and I don't want to, like, ruin it. So I didn't pull one out, but yeah, this is very cool. Just to see that it spins, that was an extra little added bonus. Yeah, this rifle is so cool, and I'm so glad I got it. Like I said, it's only with this set, and I'm going to have him posed with this instead of one of the handguns. This is awesome. Now, in the other bag, you have this hand here, which is a left hand, which is kind of relaxed, and that's pretty cool indeed. Now, this is packaged with the little devil sock puppet, and when I saw them in there together, I'm like, oh, I hope the devil sock puppet didn't get scratched up or anything like that, because it would be rubbing up against this in transit and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? The devil sock puppet is actually still sealed in its little plastic inside of that plastic bag. So yeah, nothing can scratch this up, and that is awesome. So let's remove him from the bag. And oh my goodness, he is so cute. Oh my God, I love it. Now, when I found out this set, because I'd already wanted the blind cowboy, like I said, the regular version, but when I found out that this set actually included what is essentially a darker version of that cowboy, plus it came with the devil sock puppet. Oh, that made me so happy, and I had to have this version. This is so cool indeed. You can see the sock there, and I'm assuming that's the stump of the hand. I'm assuming a hand is coming through the ground, you know, manipulating him or whatever. Who knows? It'd be cool if that bottom part was painted skin color or something, but you know what? That is so amazing. He looks so cute. And honestly, Ashley Wood, why didn't you make a 1:1 scale version of the sock devil puppet? Oh, that would have been so cool. Looking at him from the other side, you can see his little devil horns there, which I was really afraid would get damaged rubbing up against that hand or whatever. But you know what? Since it's sealed, nothing bad happened to it. This is so cool. And like I said, that looks like the arm underneath the puppet. That is so amazing. I absolutely love this. And like I said, if you know me, this is the kind of thing that I like right here. Cutesy little devil guy. Now, as cool as this set is already, it's about to get way cooler, so let's move on to his horse, shall we? Now, going back to the box and looking underneath this piece of foam here that the Cowboy is in, we find another piece of foam that has... And for the record, look how thick this foam is. It is super thick. But when you finally get it out of the way, you find... Holy cow! Man, check that out, and believe me, words cannot describe how big this is. I mean, if you know how big a 1/6 scale person is, this is a 1/6 scale horse. Now, the entire horse is made out of polystone, except for like his bags and saddles and stuff like that, and as you can see, he's got some wrappings around his legs and stuff like that. So this thing makes up the bulk of the package, and you can see there that you can't even see his head. So if you remove that piece there, you will find a very zombified Cowboy's horse, and that is amazing. Now, from what I've heard, this thing can be a real you-know-what to pull out of this package. So let's pull it out and check it out. What do you say? Man, this looks cool. Now, I've had some really cool figures over the years, but this right here is a museum piece. This looks incredible. Look at this horse. He looks so amazing, man. His legs are all bandaged up, so he's broken his legs a few times, all of them. And man, oh man, this is so cool. And from what it looks like, underneath the wraps there, he actually has splints, like wooden splints around them. That is so amazing. He's got a ton of pouches, which in this version, the pouches are a little different and stuff like that. That is very cool. And look at this poor, emaciated looking horse head. He's seen better days. He kind of looks like Judge Mortis from Judge Dredd. Oh, that is so cool indeed. I absolutely love it. He's got all these bandages and stuff wrapped all around him. His saddle there is leather. He's got a little sleeping cover thing. And this thing is heavy. Seriously, this is so amazing and true 1/6 scale, 1/6 scale, and man, this just looks so good. No matter what angle you look at him, man, this horse is awesome looking. Oh, and did I say that the blind Cowboy had 7 guns plus that exclusive rifle? No, he's got 2 more on his horse. Holy cow, man! That is so amazing. This looks so good. Look at his tail there all wrapped up and stuff. That is so cool. Just everything about this just looks amazing. And like I said, I have been wanting this for quite some time. I never thought I would get the horse. I mean, I really wanted the horse, but, you know, it's such an expensive set. And I had seen them occasionally and thought, oh, I can almost afford that. Should I get it? Should I get it? And then I didn't get it and somebody else got it. But this one I finally was able to get, and this is amazing. Now, turning him around to look at him from the other side, you can see his, I don't know, straps and stuff, and bridle, everything that he's got. That is so amazing. He's got his pouches all over the place, all weathered. Like I said, that saddle is so awesome. He's got another gun over here. He just looks so good. If you look carefully, too, he's a boy horse. So, yeah, don't look at that. It's got to be there, but don't look at it. But, yeah, that is pretty awesome. I think this just looks amazing. I think the only thing that would have made this even better is if it hadn't been made out of polystone and actually had some articulation, because this is the only pose you're ever going to have him in. But you can't move his legs, you can't move his head up or anything like that, and you can't open his little jawbone or anything like that. But you know what? It doesn't matter. This thing looks so cool, and if you ever pick it up, you will definitely feel the weight. This thing is huge, and I absolutely 1,000,000% recommend this to anyone who is a 3A and Ashley Wood fan, because I'm usually buying the Adventure Cartel figures. I've stayed clear of Popbot and stuff like that, but I did want this Cowboy, and I kind of wish he was in the Adventure Cartel. Well, he can be in my set, but you know what? This is amazing, and I absolutely love it. Now, this thing is so big, it'll be impossible to do a really proper, super-duper close-up look, but here's some of the finer details of him, because, man, this is just so cool. You can see he's got the bandages and stuff like that, the buckles and straps all along his head. Here's his eye socket. There's no eye in there. Ugh, that is awesome. His entire skull of a head here. He's got his nose there, and then his jaw. That is so amazing. You can see there the little buckles and stuff that lead up to the reins or whatever that you hold on to, and that is so cool. His neck is all, he just looks like he's seen better days. He's got that really cool Ashley Wood style hair there, and then he's got the bandages and stuff. That is very cool. Now this figure, if you ever get it and you actually hold it in your hands, this thing is so heavy. and it is so amazing, and you really do feel like you get a work of art. I mean, this is so cool indeed. I mean, you can keep your Picasso paintings and stuff like that. I don't care. I know you could use those to buy more of these, but give me this any day. I'm happy. Now here's his bandages all the way down his legs. His entire lower legs are covered, and he's got wooden splints underneath there. Now, I did look underneath his horse feet, his little hooves or whatever. Now, he doesn't have any horseshoes like sculpted on. They're just flat, so that's okay. But yeah, it looks cool, man. I mean, besides, like I said, it's just a statue, so it's not like you're going to see the horse hooves anyways, or the horseshoes. Up here you've got his saddle, and it's all dirty looking, and it's made out of leather and stuff, and that is so cool. Now, as far as I can tell, aside from like the buckles and stuff like that, there is no metal on this figure. Like I said, aside from the buckles, because down here where you put your feet in the little feet things on the saddle, where is it? Right here? This is plastic, so be very careful with that because it's kind of thin and stuff like that. But that is amazing. Here's one of the extra guns that you get that's on the saddle in a little holster here, and that is so cool. It matches his other ones. Up here you've got the bedroll, all dirty looking and stuff, and that is awesome. So technically you could undo that too, and you have another piece. Here's his little horsey butt with his hips poking out, and then down here, where is it? Where's the tail? There's the tail, if I can turn it. Because as you can see, the tail itself is sculpted with these bandages wrapped all around it, but the hair itself is sculpted, and it's sculpted in that really blocky Ashley Wood style. Right there, you can see it all poking out, and that is pretty awesome indeed. Yeah, that is cool. Here's right there, some more of the hair hanging down. You got his leg there. This is so cool. Looking over here at this leg. Yeah, honestly, this horse alone is worth the price of the figure. But the fact that you get the cowboy and the extra rifle and the little devil sock puppet, that is so amazing, and I cannot recommend this more. Now, the set also includes this little, I don't know, death mask that you put over your horsey because, you know, his head's seen better days. Maybe you don't want to walk into a town looking like, don't look at my dead horse. So you get this little mask here that when you unfold it, you get a tattered-looking mask for your dead horsey, and man, that is awesome. I love the X's that are stitched in over the eyes. The ears poke through these little holes here. Now, I don't know if you're just supposed to drape it over them or what, but this is just me throwing it on there. But it is big, man, and look how tattered it is. And yeah, this is amazing. And you know, honestly, it's like, well, which way do you display them? Because this looks really good too if you could just adjust it better. But oh man, it's just the possibilities. This is cool. So, here's the dead equine alongside the blind cowboy, and you can definitely see the scale because this blind cowboy, as I said, is 1/6 scale, 12 inches tall. So this horse is huge, and if you pose him on the top where he's riding it, which I'm not going to do right now, I'm just going to have mine standing alongside him. Oh my God, that is amazing. And of course the little devil sock puppet has said, nope, it's my horse now. This is awesome, and I cannot recommend this more. Now this is an older set. I think it came out in like, I don't know, I don't remember how many years ago, but it came out a long time ago. But yeah, this is awesome. If you can get your hands on it, this is so cool. And this is the version that I would go for because like I said, you get that rifle and you actually get that little sock puppet, which I really love. This is so amazing. And yeah, I cannot believe that I have this set in front of me. This is so cool. And I didn't really plan on reviewing it, so I hope you like just seeing what it looks like because this is such a big set that honestly I thought, yeah, there's no way I'll be able to review it. But there's my stupid review, so I hope you had fun. And man, oh man, this is cool. So, there's my review of the 3A Ashley Wood Popbot 1/6 scale dead equine and blind cowboy superset in service of him. And you know what? This is amazing, and like I said, I cannot believe I have it. This is just so cool. I mean, look how big it is. Jeez, I look tiny compared to this thing. This is so cool, and I absolutely love it. So if you can get your hands on it, get it because it is amazing. So, until next time, tune in for more Foo Reviews!
Hey, this is Nolan North. You don't want to miss Foo Reviews.